Hi, I'm Joe from A Smarter Home Canada. Occasionally, I get emails from companies wanting me to take a look at some of their products. Some of them are really functional, some of them are downright weird. I have no idea what category this one's going to fall into. A company called LecFlow reached out to me and wanted me to review this. It's an LED pixel screen. I really don't know what I'm going to do with this. I haven't even opened the box yet. It's just been sitting on my counter for a couple of days. It looks interesting. Gotta give it that. Overall, it looks to be a 64 by 64 LED screen that you can put animations and pictures and things like that on. Sounds like fun to me, so let's get this unboxed, set up, and let's see what it can do. First thing I'd like to point out is that the box is slightly different than what is shown on the website. Few different things. One, doesn't have the logo up top, and along the bottom it does not mention any smart home connectivity, where the picture on the website does show these things. So I don't know if those are things that have just been added since, and this is an older version, but we'll find out. The packaging's nice thick packaging. Everything looks good. Survived transit well. Opening it up, we've got looks like two smaller boxes inside the big box. Oop. We've got our user manual. There's the display itself. Must be part of the stand. In the smaller box, we have a USB power cord. And that's everything that's in the box. To get this ready to run, hardware setup looks fairly simple. You're just going to flip this over to the back side, plug in the USB-C cable, the support hook, you just take that, slide it into the slot there. Before moving on, there is a QR code you'll need to scan. To download the software to run this. And now we're just going to plug this in. Okay, I thought it was going to do something more, but maybe not. Oh wait, seems to respond to sound. Was not expecting that. Let's see what else this can do. Before we get this installed into the app, I've got a favor to ask you. We're a small YouTube channel. Currently, I think I only have like 375 subscribers to this channel. I really want to push to the 500 mark, so if you haven't already, if you could please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment below. Doesn't really matter what you say. You can even make a dumb comment like this guy did. I really would appreciate your support. Now let's get this set up. As always, I'm going to have what's going on in the app shown beside here so you can follow along. Okay, so we've got the app all opened up here, and first thing we're going to do is connect this device to the app. There is a connection button, so I'm just going to press that, and it is showing IDM 64 by 64 7AB2. I'm guessing that's this machine here. So we're going to turn that on. Connecting. Okay. Now we seem to have a connection, but what next? Now that it's connected, we're back on the main page here, and it looks like you have 9 different options. There's a graffiti mode, animation mode, a text mode, alarm clock, schedule, stopwatch, countdown, scoreboard, and preset. Also along the bottom, it looks to be some other modes available. Just going from the icons here, it looks to be the main menu, a gallery of some sort, cloud storage, that looks like a music mode here, and then your settings button. Let's just pick one of these at random. I'm just going to go for text here because that one will probably be simple to figure out. Now let's type something in here, and I'm guessing this button is to send it to the screen. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try to fix that. Still the same. Even worse. Alright, well, it looks like I've got some figuring out to do, so I'm going to play around with this for a while, and hopefully we can get something better than this. I'm just going to come right out and say it. The app for this product is awful. It is probably one of the hardest apps I've ever tried to figure out. It is not very intuitive. There are a lot of things that don't even work in the app, and some things that should work one way don't work that way. There is a very steep learning curve. Now, I did reach out to LecFlow. They did tell me that there is an update coming to the app to make it more user-friendly. In my opinion, that can't come soon enough. Mostly because I actually do like this product. I think it is really neat. It's fun to play around with. So I'm going to show you what I've been able to do with it. We're going to start where we left off, which is trying to get the words up on the screen. So this is where we were. And it turns out that it does not do lines. You can't just hit enter. There's no hard return on it. You do have to space it out to make the words fit onto the screen, just by adding spaces between the words. From there, you can start to play around with how it's displayed on the display. So you can change the color, you can change the font size, you can have it scroll across, forward, backward, up, down. You can even have it come on, there's this snowflake mode where it kind of piles up like snow. And then there's also a laser mode where it looks like it's being written on by lasers. It's kind of neat, and there's a lot of potential with this. The next thing you're going to want to try out is the graffiti mode. Now, this is real simple. We've seen stuff like this before. You open up that segment of the app and just draw on the screen, and whatever you draw is going to show up on the display. As you can see, I'm not that great of an artist. But from there, you can evolve that in their animation mode where you can make multiple different pictures, string them all together, and come out with a clean animation. 3 functions in this app focus on time. You have a regular clock, you also have a stopwatch, and you also have a countdown timer if needed. And these are there to give a little more function over fun for the display. When it comes to the main feature of this display, which is running animations, which is what I think I'm going to be doing on this 99% of the time, it is both the best thing about this product and also the worst thing about this product. I'm going to start off by talking about the good things about the animations. 1, they run really clean and crisp on the display, which is absolutely fantastic. 2, there's lots of them. Even in the preloaded app, there are literally hundreds of different options you can choose from. I've seen Zelda GIFs, I've seen Mega Man, I've seen Godzilla. There's just so many out there. A lot of nice relaxing scenes that you can instantly call up to your display. You can also, any GIF that you find out there on the internet, you can upload it, turn it into an animation, and have it on the display. So if I want the warp core of the Starship Enterprise beating on my display, I can do that. And that's just really cool. So I see the potential that this product has, which brings us to the main problem. The app is garbage. In its current state, this app is barely functional. I wish I had more positive things to say about it. Here's a breakdown of the trouble I've had with this app. The first thing that I'm not too thrilled about with this app is you can't log into it. There's no login required, which some people will say, hey, that's a good thing. They won't be able to steal your data. One less thing to worry about. But say you spend 5 hours working on a customized animation for your anniversary or something. If you switch to a different device, like say your tablet or a different phone, or say you upgrade your phone, you can't access that animation that you spent all that time on. So that's kind of a downside to not having an account. There are also a few strange things when it comes to actually selecting animations in the app. For example, if I just click on one, and I'll show you in the corner here what's going to be happening. So let's spin this around. So if I click on this animation here, it sends it to the screen, but as soon as I click off of it, it goes back to the clock, where I want it to stay on that. So what you have to do, you actually have to download it to the screen, and I'll get more on this later. Now it'll stay on, but say I want now to go to this screen, and I download that one, and go back. Now it's going to be showing both of them, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So let's add a third screen. And now we have a rotation of all three screens, but I don't know how to get rid of those screens afterwards. It's not that functional that way. So if I just want to display one of them, I have to find where everything is stored and physically delete them off the unit, which doesn't seem intuitive at all. And when it comes to actually selecting the animation, if I scroll up, it's going to automatically send that one to the screen, and it takes a few seconds each time. So instead of being able to smoothly scroll, I've got to wait around for it to load onto the screen. Once again, that's probably a Bluetooth problem, but I don't need to show every single one while I'm trying to select. Now, it is faster to select through this one here. That's actually going pretty fast today, but usually you'll hit these loading screens that will sit there for a minute or will sit there for a couple of seconds while it loads the next screen. It's very slow response in my opinion. Plus, there is no type of search bar or search function that I've been able to find in this entire app. And that's going to lead to you continuously scrolling through the app, trying to find an animation that you want to put on the screen. So that brings us to the question, how do we actually get this to work? Well, there seems to be two ways that I've been able to get a decent level of functionality out of the app. The first method is under the mode section. If you scroll along, it's called device materials. Now, this is where when you save an animation, this is where it actually goes. This is great if you can stack, seems to be quite a few different animations. You can change the time interval as well from this screen. However, you can't just delete one animation off. You have only an option to delete everything. The second way is a little more customizable. It is under the preset menu. Now here you can only add 6 pictures, GIFs, or animations in total, but you can save that playlist and just delete one off. So overall, the LecFlow LED pixel display, I like it. I think it is a really good product with a lot of potential. It is just the app that is holding this product back. So if you are looking for a good sized LED display, I suggest picking one of these up. And if you do want to pick one of these up, there's a link down in the description. Using my code, you can get an extra discount. And I want to thank LecFlow once again for sending me this product to test out. It may not have got the best review, but I see the potential, and I think you would too.
Holy crap. bet. I see your value now.
And that being said, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, click on the beaver when he shows up. If you didn't like the video, that's okay too. I'm just an old Canadian guy in his new Canadian home trying to make it a little bit smarter and having some fun while doing it. Thanks for watching.